Damn, son. Bruh. Bruh. some iced coffee. Okay, that was very nice. Let's retry. Bruh. Let's go. Bruh. 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 Okay. Bruh.
I cried.
Yeah.
Like I cried. I was like so upset with myself and just like mad. And like I remember panicking and like I didn't have like a laptop in my hand. I'm knocking on neighbors' doors. Like I'm knocking, yo,
that's
can I get some
crazy.
Wi-Fi? Like I gotta get this video up, and I couldn't do it. And then yeah,
That that fire that we all had though to work that hard was obviously why everything worked so well for us early on. I guess before you even got into phase though, I had the honor of recruiting you live in Road to
oh,
Kill
you did
Cam.
recruit me,
I
yeah.
recruited you on Ghost, Road to Kill Cam on Ghost.
Yeah.
You were the only non-phase member, and I'm like, Adapt, go change your gamer tag. Now, I wouldn't want to put the old clip because I was cussing in it and I just sounded disgusting in it. But
What did
and
I sound like?
And I
then?
looked
What's that?
disgusting in it. But it's
Bro,
cool. It's cool. It's
Play
a cool,
the clip, man.
it's like probably up here right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But it's a cool piece of history.
Play it, man.
It's a thing in it, but just sounded disgusting in it. But it's cool. It's
Play
a
the
cool,
clip, man.
it's like probably up here right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it's a cool piece of history. I got to recruit you to phase. I'm not saying I'm the one that brought you in. I don't remember how you got in, but what's the story of you joining phase? You would know. So
I mean, to be honest, I was like I don't want to say the best, but like one of the best trick shotters outside of phase in that BO2 era for mad long.
yeah.
I never, that door was never open for me because Steve Bass was the leader of phase at the time and calling all the shots. You know this? Up until that moment, always would like move a certain way when he was in the chat, like in the Skype chats, or like pretty much is like,
Glazing.
now, glazed out of him. I was the one person who was not afraid to talk.
Yeah.
Like I was in like the Skype chat and saw like Seabass just to sit like see what he would say. Like
Yeah,
everyone's
yeah.
like, "Oh my God, Seabass, look at my clip. What do you think about this?" I would just be in there trolling. Like I wasn't.
You were just a troll. You were a young kid.
Yeah, I was-
and you were trolling, but yeah, it wasn't received very well.
Yeah, I was young at the time. He didn't like it though. He did not like it, so he kind of blacklisted me. Which was like years later, I was like still trick shotting and got really good. I'm like, damn, I should be in phase, but because I was like.
Yeah.
But really, it wasn't like that serious. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, I was just like trolling. Like
Yeah.
I didn't say anything crazy. I was just like nerd. Like, and then like he would kick me from the chat, my team chat. He would kick me from my source chat. I have such vivid memories of this. And I'm like, how is someone who's not in our team kicking me from our team chat and no one's saying?
we were all young and
And
that
Banks
was interesting.
And Banks would like always unmute me and bring me back in. But the story of how I joined was like. I told you, like for a while, I was a really good trick shotter, and outside of that, also making content on YouTube. Like I had, at the time, people didn't have like big fan bases outside of phase that were trick shotters. I had like 80,000 subs,
Yeah, that's crazy.
just making trick shotting videos. And Banks joined phase, and me and Banks were in SOAR together. We would talk a lot, and like manage kind of SOAR and like pick the like opener for SOAR in its house. So he was like very much so involved, and we would talk a lot. And he joined phase on some sort of like with a leadership role.
Yeah.
And for
He came up with the idea of phase 5.
yeah.
The recruitment challenge. And then he joined after.
Yeah.
Basically. Yeah.
And what's it called? He joined, and for a while he would tell me, he's like, "Don't worry, like give me some time, like I'll get Seabass to come around. Just keep sending me clips." I'm going crazy. I'm sending him clips every single day. Every single day, boom, this, boom, this, boom, this. Like our Skype. If I had to, I wish I could find our messages. It's just me sending him mad clips. BO2, like the era wraps up, and at this point, I'm like convinced. In my head, I'm fully convinced I'm never joining phase. I fully accepted it. I'm like, it's cool, whatever. Ghost comes out. We're doing the 6-man. I'm the only non-phase member in the lobby, which wasn't rare, by the way. I was all very much so in a lot of those lobbies. That's why when you hear my reaction, I was genuinely like shocked, like ecstatic. Like I was like, what?
Yeah.
Like really? Like I thought I was blacklisted.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, like I got in?
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Go.
Yeah.
And then from that moment, I was like, okay, now that I'm here, because a lot of people would join phase, and that was like that was like the finish line for them.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, this was just like a fun hobby. I wanted to see if I could beat the game. I got in phase, I'm done. I was like, nah, like this means you gotta go harder. So I promised myself, I was like, okay, I'm gonna make a YouTube video every single day, not missing a single day. And I did that like
up until the New York day. Mm-hmm. Crazy. Yeah, man. I think it's shocking that there's like a few people that joined phase and they never put out one video with phase.
Never. They stopped.
Like
a lot.
Well, it's insane. It's insane. I never understood that. People have different mentalities, but I think I was like you. I was making videos every day, nonstop for years. That was the only way. That was the only way to do it. So you joined FaZe, and I think what was really cool about your story of being in FaZe is you were in high school. You were in your, I don't know if you were in your junior year, but I know your senior year was very much like a series on your channel.
Bro.
I know you had vlogs at your school, and what was that like, being like the most popular kid in high school, being in FaZe, about to graduate, and just vlogging it all?
It's crazy because looking back on it, and when you say it like that, it is crazy.
Yeah.
But at the time, it was so regular for me. Like, I joined my junior year, right? And it was very regular. No one knew nothing. Like, I had one friend who I would talk to, Muhammad, my boy Mo.
Shout out Mo.
Y'all know him. That was my man.
Everyone knows Mo, by the way. I told you off camera, but I asked my Discord for some questions to ask you, and there was so many people talk about Mo and Roman. Like, your friends are like
And
in
Roman
the
too.
FaZe lore.
But like in high school, I had one real friend, real homie. Like, I mean, like friend, like someone I could talk to, text. Like,
Yep.
we would go work out. That was Mo. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I didn't talk to no one. No one really knew my name.
Really, all the way up until your junior year.
Bro, no one really, like, yeah.
See, that's crazy to me as your friend, knowing your personality. Like,
I was a lot like more quiet and shy and like a lot more, I don't know. I think about it a lot. I think just, I was younger, obviously, and I just didn't have enough experience in different like social settings and things like that. So that's why I was a lot more comfortable on the game.
Yeah.
Like, that's where I developed a lot of like that sounds crazy, but like social skills and like how to like hold a conversation with someone and respond in certain way. Like,
no,
and
same.
Then, and I would go in IRL and I just like didn't know, like, you know, I would be scared and nervous because I didn't feel comfortable.
Yeah.
But Mo was my man's. But up until my senior year, no one knew. No one knew that I was a YouTuber and that I made videos and that I had like, I don't know, like 300-400K at the time until
That's crazy.
Until there's one video I made calling these two girls. I called them stupid.
Oh no,
bro! It wasn't anything crazy, but like we played this game called Senior Assassins. Long story short, I was making videos every day, so I would pretty much go home and talk about whatever happened that day. If there was a story, because sometimes there'd be cool stuff to talk about. Sometimes I'd be like, oh, I can't wait to go home and tell this story and upload this video. But something happened pretty much in this game I would play. It's called Senior Assassins, where like you're with a partner. Mo is my partner. There was a prize pool of like a couple $1,000. If you get shot with a water gun off campus, you got eliminated. Anyways, they like lied and said that I got shot with a water gun, all this stuff. Like, I didn't. I had my floaties on. I was in my car. And like I told the story, and when I told the story, it was like fresh after it happened. So I like came home and I was like,
you were pissed.
Still turned up. I'm like, I can't believe these. Tried a lot. I was wilding though. I should not have been speaking like that. I was mad, and then pretty much what happened, how everyone in my school found out is, I told you this was a game all the seniors played, right?
Yeah.
So when someone got eliminated, this page would post a photo of the senior that got eliminated and be like
eliminated,
like whatever the person's name is, eliminated. They posted the YouTube link and said, disqualified unsportsmanlike conduct.
Oh, no.
To the link to my YouTube video.
So your whole
everybody in my school saw this. I'm telling you, for years they had no idea.
That's crazy. That is probably such a crazy like lore in people's lives. Like people that went to high school together, they like that moment of watching that and being like, wait, what?
Bro.
Even those girls,
Bro,
sure they
yes.
still talk about that.
One of them was in my English class. Bro, was in the gym. I remember being with Mo, and he's like, bro, do you see this? Because I think I had noties on for that page, or one of us did, so like we would know if like like something happened. And I'm like sitting there like, oh my god. And the next day at school was crazy. The next day was the craziest part because they got posted like at like night, the afternoon, and I just remember going to school the next day, and I'm like in certain classes. Like I told you, I didn't talk to no one. I had one homie who I really would like kick it with, whatever. Other than that, I would headphones in, chilling, go do my work, go home. I'm in like English class and I'm hearing my voice being played through people's iPhones in like six people. A lot of people don't even know I'm in this class.
Yeah,
that's how like ghost I was. You know what I mean? Like like I'm like sitting in the back of the class. I'm hearing my voice being played through people's iPhones, and then like people are talking about it amongst each other before the class. Like, do you see this? Like, and it was like one of two things. People were either like, yeah, like that was up, like unsportsmanlike, like, yeah, he should have got bounced, or it was like, Nah, like that was mad funny. Like what? Like I saw that video and I started dying. Like people had like split opinions, but it was just weird being in school, like hearing a YouTube video being played by like your classmates.
Like you got it revealed to the whole school.
Yes.
What was it like after that? Were people like cool with your channel? Were people giving you, making fun of your videos, or like how did people react after that?
I mean, for sure. I mean, some people thought it was cool, and other people thought it was like lame and like a nerdy thing to like play Call of Duty and make YouTube video. Like it wasn't seen as like a cool thing back
Definitely
then.
not. Yeah.
Like now it's like, oh, you want to be a streamer? That's cool. Like there's esports classes being taught in colleges. Parents like push for their children to like pursue streaming if that's what they want to do. Back then it was like, if you're making content, filming yourself on the game, you're a nerd.
Yeah.
Like I kind of was a nerd, but like people would let me know. Like they're like, yeah, like this is it. And like some teachers, like even teachers like had like weird animosities about it towards me. I could tell. Some people thought it was cool. Some people thought it was weird. But after that, I was like, and then I just started vlogging more, and like I would vlog in high school and make videos. Like I would film like my senior year, like in between classes, like stuff like that, and like my day in the life, like at the gym, editing, like going out to eat here. So like to answer your question about like what was it like, it was crazy for sure, because I just remember how everyone will act. Like I was in school with these people for like 4 or 5 years, and
5 years.
Like,
oh, you're saying before high school?
Yeah, like
it's like, did you repeat your senior year or something? We don't know.
No,
about?
like 8th grade.
Yeah,
like 8th grade.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
But like, and then like I never had no conversation with them. They never bothered to go out of their way to talk to me. And now it's like I'm a senior, and now it's like it's super up. I'm getting 100K subs a month.
Yeah.
This and that is happening, and now it's like people are like, yo, like what's good? Like I could get a shout out on Twitter. Like you could follow me. Like you could help me start my YouTube channel. And it's like, what?
So that was your first kind of experience of that. I mean, we've had a lot of that now, unfortunately, over the last decade, of those weird relationships.
Yeah.
Where people are looking for something. Or the opposite, when you have nothing to give them, they disappear. But like that was your first probably time seeing that happen in front of, like, live.
Yeah,
someone
in
really
real
coming for
time.
you, like, and you could tell they're trying to use you. You know what I mean?
In real time, yeah, seeing people like who you would see every day, and now they're like, oh, this way he does. Okay, now I feel like I should go talk.
We're friends now.
Like
Yeah.
now we're cool. Like now we're friends. Like what?
Well, that was only a couple months, right, until you graduated.
Yeah, it was like 4 or 5 months where it was like really going crazy, where it was like 6, 7, 8, 900K, all the way up until $1 million right before I graduated.
That's
right
so
after I graduated.
So crazy. I know you've spoke about your teacher, like, as your senior year, you had to write kind of like your dream, right? Or what was
Yeah.
it? I know you've told that story, but for the people that haven't heard it, you had to write what you wanted to do after high school.
Yeah, it was.
To your point of the teachers were kind of being weird with you, or one of the teachers was pretty direct, right? Didn't she kind of tell you how dumb your dream was?
That was at the beginning of my senior year. Like this was like September, October. It's like a senior checkout form. And it's like, all right, what colleges do I apply to? What are my plans for after school? Like, am I going to the military? Like, am I taking a gap year? And then at the bottom, it just says other. And I wrote, it's on my Instagram, move into a house move to New York with 5 friends and make YouTube videos, something like that. And I turned it in, and like, I remember my physics teacher, who I actually really love, by the way, she was always very nice, but she saw that and she was like, Alex, like, come on, like, you gotta start taking life serious. Like, this serious is not a joke. Like, and I'm like, I am taking it serious. I know it's not a joke, so I'm doing it. She's like, okay. And I get called to my counselor's office like the next day, and my parents are in there waiting too. I'm like, I get like blindsided.
What?
I'm like, what? Like, what's going on?
Your mom's hyped, huh? She's like, I've been telling him for years.
Yeah, they're in there like this. Like, like my senior checkout forms on the desk is like, you got to start applying to colleges and taking some initiative and like think about your future. And I'm like, yo, I am doing all of this.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here trying to like tell them without sounding crazy.
So that was before the whole explosion within your high school.
This was this was before I had started vlogging in my high school and making day in the lives and stuff like that. When it was time to leave, my English teacher was like, yo, like, you're supposed to write like a senior essay, like a checkout essay about like, I don't know if it was like about your plans or like about what your future, what it is. And instead of doing an essay, I asked my teacher, I was like, can I make a video? Because I make videos. And I'm like, I'm not going to college. Like everyone's writing essays about like this, that. Can I just make a video and like summarize it and like commentate it? It's like, yeah, sure. I remember working so hard on this video. So I'm talking like 8 to 12 hours just of strictly like keep vidding videos and like clipping
Oh, you
down.
made like a story.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I still have it, and like finding data and analytics and numbers and like I worked more at the time, especially on this video, than I did any video at the time. And
Yeah.
it wasn't a video I was posting.
Yeah.
Unlisted video for a school project, and I showed it in front of the class, and my teacher gave me like a D on it
No way.
or a C. This piece.
No way.
It was a good video too. I'm like so mad, bro. He's like, yeah, like it was missing something, and that
He
was
said
one.
he was a critic, huh?
Bro, it was one of the teachers that had like hidden animosity towards me because he knew I was making money. He knew I was on YouTube. And then I went back to the school and did like a speech like after I graduated, like 2-3 years later, for one of those like Nissan documentaries.
Oh, okay.
And I went to his classroom. It might have been 2 years after I graduated, 3. I went back to his classroom, and I remember he was like, I'm an author. Like, I want you to like, could you like shout out my book?
No way.
It's like, you think like this is my book I'm writing, like I could sign it and like you could show it on your video? You serious? I did not forget what you did. I'm not even gonna name drop him, but yeah.
What did you say to him though? When yeah, sure. Did you
I
just
probably
play
just
it
did
off?
one of those like,
Uh,
oh yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. That quick, man.
Bro.
How quick do they turn around? That's hilarious. That's a funny story. You got a D on that final project. You got some haters in high
Bro,
school.
hella haters, bro.
Your mom was hyped in the principal's office. Like,
Bro, I'm thinking about it. Like,
get this
damn.
kid to college.
Damn, who was on my side?
Okay, so
Besides the guys.
so after all this, your mom. How did you convince your mom? Because right after that, you moved to New York. Very soon after.
I mean, I didn't convince my mom. I just knew that once I graduated, legally, you can't tell me what to do.
Oh, because you're 18.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm gonna turn 18 over the summer, and I'm going with or without your support. Like, I'm not like, it's not like,
Yeah.
you can't tell me no. You told me I have to finish high school, and I'm cool with finishing high school, because Norton didn't finish high school. My mom would always bring that up.
Oh, really?
My mom would be
Your
like,
mom
"You're-
was tapped in.
My mom is, you're not gonna be like Norton. You're finishing high school. I don't know what Norton's doing. And I brought it up earlier, but I like grazed past it. Norton could tell you this. There was a day when me and Norton were on Skype, because we would sit on Skype and chill and play FFA, whatever. And my mom came down, started like screaming at me about this or something, and like brought his name, and it like turned into one of those things where we started like full blown like screaming at each other, like back and forth. And I remember like after it was all over, I came back and like Norton wasn't even in the call. He was like, bro, I couldn't even sit in that. Like, you could ask him. I don't remember what it was about, but I'm pretty sure she even brought his name up in that argument. But I remember sitting my mom down and having Banks talk to her.
Really?
And Banks and Norton both talked to my mother about like the phase thing and what we were doing. I don't think it like swayed her decision, but you were like, how did I convince her? I didn't. I was just like, it was a thing where it's like, okay, it's once I turn 18 after I graduate, I'm gone. I'm going with or without your support. So let me know. You know what I mean? And then moving away from home, I will say, like, once I did move, that's what made our relationship a lot better. You know what I mean? Once you realize like that, like, you're not seeing your mom every day. She's not in your
That's
life every day.
that's one of those like, we don't really, I don't know about you. I mean, myself, that was rough for me at first. I feel like we all kind of went through that at the same time. Getting away from family it's not easy, man.
Yeah.
To move across the country. You get a little emotional, and you didn't realize that you had it. You had those emotions in you. But moving out was rough. So that kind of fixed some of that relationship, you're saying.
Yeah, it was like, that's what I think made our relationship a lot better and made me realize, wow, like this always came from a place of love.
Yeah.
It just was like the way I was receiving it. You know what I mean? That it looked different. And like I said, now, like, everything's amazing. Like, I love my mom. She's the sweetest,
Shout out.
kindest, and like, shout out to my mom if watching
Yeah.
this. Hope,
I'd be honored if she's watching this.
yeah, hope,
She's awesome.
maybe I doubt it, but you know what I'm saying.
Come on, man, tap her in.
I'll send
I
her a
need some
link.
views, man.
Now we have like a great relationship, and I really think that moving away from home and us separating and like that's what brought us closer, like ironically.
That's dope. You moved in, you know, the Phase House in New York. I moved in November 2014, which is kind of when it started.
Yeah.
We just passed 10 years since we moved in. You moved in when? Do you remember when? I know it was 2015, but
I visited for the first time June 2015,
No way.
and I didn't move until like July or August.
that's so crazy.
Because I told you I didn't want to move. Like I graduated and I had that summer.
Dude, I don't remember the Phase House without you in it or Blaziken in it. But you told me there's 8 months before you were there. That's crazy. I can't remember you not being there.
No, bro. Y'all lived there for like a whole 5 months, and I remember.
No, dude, that's like
times-
8 months
Yeah, I didn't visit for the first time until June, like after my birthday.
after you graduated.
After I graduated and after my birthday.
June 5th.
Right? Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
You know you don't remember mine.
It's June. No, it's May.
No, it's June, you piece of crap. It's June. We're both in June.
Norton's is May 29th. Yours is June.
Every year I text this guy on June 5th. I know his birthday. He
No,
doesn't
I know
my
your birthday. June 14th. I had like a 1 in 30.
It's okay, man.
What is it?
I'm not telling
No,
you.
you're about to make me look like a L friend,
No,
bro.
no, you're not elf friend. It's fine.
Bro,
You're
no way.
W.
The 5th is like an easy number, bro.
Okay.
You have a hard number.
It's okay. Listen.
What's the number?
It's the 20th. The 20th.
Oh,
It's fine. It's fine,
and
man.
it's not a hard number.
I might
either.
cry on my way home in the car, but we're
Damn,
good.
bro.
Listen, wait, hold on. What were we talking about here? Oh, you visited. But what was that like moving in? You saw the Phase House for like 8 months unfold before moving in. So I mean, what was
Bro,
that?
what's going on over there? Y'all did the same things really that y'all were doing at your setups. And I remember I would get on Discord with Norden, and he would just like, Norden hated it, and I'm
hated
pretty sure
it
you
too.
hate.
I
And like
hated it.
every day was like, yo, I want to move out. I'm not with this. This is not it. I'm hearing like this is going on. This is going on. It's this issue. It's this issue. I'm like, damn, can y'all sit tight? Like I'm on the way. Like I have to
You
finish.
came in and you saved the
Like
day.
I
bro.
have to finish high school, and then like that's what's funny. You're like, I can't remember the 8 months before you moved in. I don't remember it either because you guys weren't really. It was just
Bro,
you. It was just you and Norden.
Yeah, there was some an Advanced Warfare just came out. To the cherry on top, one of the most disgusting CODs I've ever played. So I'm sitting there making Advanced Warfare cut comms in the Phase House with snow for the first time in my life, hating my life. Banks is punching walls. Me and Rain were beefing, not even talking to each other.
It's like one of those things like where you talk about with your homies and you're like, oh, I'm down. Like,
Yeah.
we'll see if it happens. And it ended up happening, right? And then Norden dropped out and moved in. Then you moved in, and I'm like the timing's like a little bad right now. Like
Yeah.
I can't go, y'all.
in high school.
Like I have to finish high school, and my mom will literally kill me.
Yeah.
She already kind of wants to kill me, so like now this might like cushion it a little bit.
Definitely, there were some rough times that people maybe didn't know about. Did you have any rough moments? I mean, you moved in happily after graduating high school, but were there any times in the New York house that you kind of like had similar feelings that I just told you that I had, and I know Rain had, or any struggles there that you never really, people maybe didn't know at the time?
I mean, never like internally, like with the house or anybody. Like it was never a thing where I was like, damn, I don't want to live here, or I don't want to wake up every day and like be in a house with my closest friends making YouTube videos and playing Call of Duty. And like it was never that for the most part, you know what I mean? I mean, I think maybe towards the tail end, like mentally, like I was like I had just gotten out of a relationship, and I remember at the time I was like really torn up over it, but at the same time I was like still making YouTube videos. So I was trying to
Because
like,
that was all public on your YouTube as well.
yeah, so like I remember trying to figure out like, okay, I gotta still make YouTube videos, but I don't feel good, but I still gotta make videos. So it was like a weird thing, you know what I mean? So I would still do it, but then I would stop and I would just be like, damn, like I would just lay in bed all day. I remember like watching the entire series of Gotham in like 2 days. And like then I would just watch another show or another and just never leave my room. You know what I mean?
In the New York house?
Yeah, but that was like kind of towards the end of it. Other than that, though, like nothing like internally, like where I was like, damn, like
Yeah.
I don't like the house. Like for the most part, it was pretty straightforward.
Thankfully I think the whole time in New York, there was really no beef in the house. Like, again, me and Rain early on had some like unspoken beef, but like I feel like everyone really got along. Obviously, there were some crazy moments. I mean, again, Banks, you know, love him to death, but you know.
Oh yeah, when he got kicked out of the crib, I remember that.
I wasn't even there. I forgot about that.
I sat and I watched it from the window of the Phase House living room. Like,
Can you explain what you saw?
I just remember I wasn't a part of any of the conversations or like I didn't like it was like a thing like everybody else like was more tapped in, so like I would like hear bits and pieces through what other people were saying. It was like, oh, he's here and he's acting like this, or I just talked to Tommy and he's like in Norway wilding, or he's at the airport doing this, and they're like, okay, just send him home to Boston. But he didn't want to go to Boston. He wanted to come to the FaZe house. He's like, I want to come to the FaZe house. He like got picked up from the airport and his family was driving him to the FaZe house. But when he got to the FaZe house, he got 5150'd, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah.
Like
which this is by the way, I wasn't even referring to this, but this is an insane thing that happened that we didn't really ever talk about. I mean, he's talked about it, but 5150, for whoever doesn't know, it's like where you basically are deemed mentally like unfit. So you get put into like a mental hospital for 3 days, I think only is, at least in California.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we have some experience with this rule with FaZe's history multiple times, but it's in California. I think it's 3 days. So yeah, he kind of went, I guess, a little manic, right? This was actually, you know, we skipped a lot of history here, but like this is when, you know, former CEO, you know, Snaky guy came in.
Yeah.
This is when like the company kind of started really becoming incorporated, and it started becoming this bigger thing. And yeah, Banks was like this guy's like, I don't even know how to describe him, but like he just like milked Banks for anything he could.
Oh, 100%.
And he flew him to Norway and Germany and whatever. And yeah, Banks kind of like just didn't sleep for multiple days, and
Yeah, it was
had like very public mental, I don't even know what to call it, bro. But it was unfortunate. Obviously, my guy had like the biggest bounce back of all time. We talked about in the ESPN 30 for 30. We spoke about this, whatever. But the other guy behind the scenes was kind of just called. That was such a weird moment, bro.
Yeah.
The CEO, and that was just such an interesting time. And we ended up moving to LA very soon after. But before we go into California, this is in the New York house. Couple, you know, again, like I don't want to harp on it too much, but you know, clearly I think you referenced it earlier that you crying for me in the snow.
Yeah.
Very viral clip. I still see it tweeted at me every day.
Yeah.
I don't know I never asked you this, but why the hell did you even get that idea to make that video? Someone in my Discord wanted me to ask you this, and I'm like, you know, that's a good question.
Oh, no,
because I've
bruh.
seen this for years, but I know we were just making videos, but how did you make yourself cry is my question.
I would make all time. I would try.
How'd you make yourself cry? You watched something. You must have watched
I think I was
something.
either listening to sad music or watching like a sad like they weren't called that at the time, but like a sad core edit of like TV shows I would watch with like sad moments. So I'd sit there and I would like watch this, or it was music, and I would just like in my head think about terrible things. Sound super dark, but I would like think about terrible things, and then I would start crying,
And then you'd record.
and then I'd be like, all right, bet G7X. But the issue with that was like I would realize what I was doing while I was filming, so I would get like a minute off, and I'd be like, I'm not crying anymore.
Yeah.
So I'd have to stop, hit record, put it back down, and then start crying again, and boom, pick the camera up. So like that, the process of filming that, it wasn't like a one take, like I'm crying all the way through. It was like, all right, I got tears flowing, I can film right now, and now they're stopped, so now I have to cry again. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I was just like listening to sad music.
Yeah, that's funny. That's a legendary clip still getting tweeted to this
Yeah.
day. After New York, you know, moved to Newport. Big house. We were dreaming of like a nice house in California, and it was a beautiful house.
Such a nice, still to this day, my favorite home I've ever lived in.
Yeah, that was like a dream house. It was very fun. I think for so many years, I look back at that time as just like I just blocked it all as like a negative thing. But like, dude, honestly, there was a lot of fun in that house. I really enjoyed, I think the first 2-3 months, like that time was a lot of fun.
Up until the apocalypse.
The apocalypse did hit and hurt us all. But whenever I talk about this time, I feel like this was just an interesting point in all of our lives where we all reached the age of like 20, 21.
Yeah.
So you kind of start growing up as a human, and your interests start, you know, going in a million places. So like, I don't remember, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't remember one party ever thrown in the New York house.
No.
Or I don't remember anyone ever going out or ever doing anything except grinding.
That never happened, no.
Right? And I think when we moved to LA, people started making friends. People started, you guys all, we saw your pictures. Hold on. I'm not going to show them all, but we got pictures like this, right? This is LA, right? In LA, like you guys you guys got pictures like this, right? This is LA, right? In LA, like you guys started buying designer and jewelry. It was the music that you guys were listening to at the time, I think, really impacted.
For sure.
But so everyone kind of grew up and started just, I think, not growing apart necessarily in some ways, but everybody had their interests. I always say that. I just think it was like, after grinding, like you just said 500 days in a row of making video. We did that for so many years. I think it was a natural thing that happened in California. But what is your general thing of that house in Newport? And like, what do you feel about that house? Obviously, we're not going to compare it to New York. Clearly two different times, but like, yeah, what do you feel about that era?
I loved that house, and I loved the content I made in that house. I think that was when I made like my best YouTube videos. When I really went on like a good run on YouTube, that's like when I know I would post videos every day, and I had that like streak where I did that. But I think the quality of content that I was making in that house, like I put way more into, and like I cared way more about the actual video itself. I was having a lot of fun doing the things I was doing. Like I went to Chernobyl for a video.
Crazy. That's so crazy.
I remember I made a video. I was like, if it gets 300K, like we're going to Chernobyl. That's where a nuke went off, and it's radiated, and people are not supposed to go there. I went there for a YouTube video, bro. Me and Roman, and like I was making skits, and like I started trying. Like I hired like cops to like fake arrest us and like do an interrogation, and like wrote like a script for it, and then like if I did a vlog, like I would plan stuff out for that vlog, and then I would edit it. Like when I think of that house, I think of like really like honing in and like on like YouTube and like actually making videos and like being proud of like the video that I was making. And I think like that was my best era.
You hit it. You reached a new level. I think most people at that point, at a certain point, kind of like, I don't want to say got demotivated. Maybe other factors that happened with FaZe or personal, or just stop making videos in general. But you never, again, you kind of turned it up for sure. You were, I think, different in that house. I mean, I look back and I still made I don't know if I still used to post every day, but I look back at my channel, I'm like, dude, I had so many videos in that house too, that I don't even, like, my memory is so bad that I don't even really remember what I was doing. But I definitely remember you going to Chernobyl and stuff like that. You were pushing the boundaries. I don't think people were really doing stuff at that time for sure.
It was all I was doing was like, I would be up for days at a time on a video, like editing videos, like myself, like cutting them like at 3, 4 in the morning, sending like a Google Doc of like, I would have like a whole structure of how I would do it and shoot the video. And then like I would edit it myself, and then I like cut it down myself and send it to T-Wop, and then send him a Google Doc of like, okay, here's the timestamp. I want this here, this here, this here, this here. And then he would add his own on top of that and send it to me. And I would post it, and I was like, okay, on to the next one.
Yeah.
And some days I would finish all of that, and it would be like 7, 8. I would see the sun, and I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna just stay awake. And I would just push through, like stay awake 2 days at a time. It was really bad, really unhealthy, but
yeah, that era is also, again, like that's when we had this new structure being formed around FaZe. For anyone that doesn't know, the CEO that we've all spoken about, and I've never said his name, but I know Rain's been throwing his name loose recently.
For sure.
But he came in and whatever, started structuring the business. So it was really interesting at that time, because this is where I got scammed for a good amount of money. But like, you invested in their company too?
yes.
No. Damn it. No. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Try. Right, I can try.
Like who you would see every day, and now they're like, oh, this is what he does. Okay, now I feel like I should go talk.
We're friends now.
Like
Yeah.
now we're cool. Like now we're friends. Like what?
Well, that was only a couple months, right, until you graduated?
Yeah, it was like 4 or 5 months where it was like really going crazy, where it was like 6, 7, 8, 900K, all the way up until $1 million right before I graduated.
That's
right
so
after I graduated.
So crazy. I know you've spoke about your teacher, like, you know, as your senior year, you had to write kind of like your dream, right? Or what was
Yeah.
it? Now you've told that story, but for the people that haven't heard it, you had to write what you wanted to do after high school.
Yeah, it was.
To your point of the teachers were kind of being weird with you, or, you know, one of the teachers was pretty direct, right? Didn't she kind of tell you how dumb your dream was?
That was at the beginning of my senior year. Like this was like September, October. It's like a senior checkout form. And it's like, all right, what colleges do I apply to? What are my plans for after school? Like, am I going to the military? Like, am I taking a gap year? And then at the bottom, it just says other. And I wrote, it's on my Instagram, move into a house with move to New York with 5 friends and make YouTube videos, something like that. And I turned it in, and like, I remember my physics teacher, who I actually really love, by the way, she was always very nice, but she saw that and she was like, Alex, like, come on, like, you gotta start taking life serious. Like, this serious is not a joke. Like, and I'm like, I am taking it serious. I know it's not a joke. It's what I'm doing. She's like, okay. And I get called to my counselor's office like the next day, and my parents are in there waiting too. I'm like, I get like blindsided.
What?
I'm like, what? Like, what's going on?
Your mom's hyped, huh? She's like, I've been telling him for years.
Yeah, they're in there like this. Like,
Yeah.
like my senior checkout forms on the desk is like, you got to start applying to colleges and taking some initiative and like think about your future. And I'm like, yo, I am doing all of this.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here trying to like tell them without sounding crazy.
So that was before the whole explosion within your high school.
This was even, this was before I had started vlogging in my high school and making day in the lives and stuff like that. When it was time to leave, my English teacher was like, yo, like you're supposed to write like a senior essay, like a checkout essay about like, I don't know if it was like about your plans or like about what your future, what it is. And instead of doing an essay, I asked my teacher, I was like, can I make a video? Can I make videos? And I'm like, I'm not going to college. Like everyone's writing essays about like this, that. Can I just make a video and like summarize it and like commentate it? It's like, yeah, sure. I remember working so hard on this video. So I'm talking like 8 to 12 hours just of strictly like keep vidding videos and like clipping.
Oh, you
down.
made like a story.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I still have it, and like finding data and analytics and numbers and like I worked more at the time, especially on this video, than I did any video at the time. And it wasn't a video I was posting.
Yeah.
So unlisted video for a school project. And I showed it in front of the class, and my teacher gave me like a D on it.
No way.
Or a C, this piece.
No way.
It was a good video too. I'm like so mad, bro. He's like, yeah, like it was missing something. And that was
He was a critic, huh?
bro, it was one of the teachers that had like hidden animosity towards me because he knew I was making money. He knew I was on YouTube. And then I went back to the school and did like a speech like after I graduated, like 2-3 years later, for one of those like Nissan documentaries.
Oh, okay.
And I went to his classroom. It might have been 2 years after I graduated. 3. I went back to his classroom, and I remember he was like, I'm an author. Like, I want you to like, could you like shout out my book?
No way.
It's like, you think like this is my book I'm writing, like I could sign it and like you could show it on your video. You serious? I did not forget what you did. I'm not even gonna name drop him, but yeah.
What did you say to him though? When he asked? Yeah, sure. Did you
I
just
probably
play
just
it
did
off?
one of those like, oh yeah, I got you. Yeah.
That's hilarious. That quick, man.
Bro.
How quick? How quick did they turn around? That's hilarious. That's a funny story. You got a D on that final project. You got some haters in high school.
Bro, hella haters, bro.
Your mom was hyped in the principal's office. Like,
I'm thinking about it. Like,
get this
damn,
kid to college.
Damn, who was on my side?
Okay, so
Besides the guys.
So after all this, your mom. How did you convince your mom? Because right after that, you moved to New York. Very soon after.
I mean, I didn't convince my mom. I just knew that once I graduated, legally, you can't tell me what to do.
Oh, because you're 18.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm gonna turn 18 over the summer, and I'm going with or without your support. Like, I'm not like, it's not like,
Yeah.
you can't tell me no. You told me I have to finish high school, and I'm cool with finishing high school, because Norton didn't finish high school. My mom.
Hello. Okay. Keyboard arrived, but I accidentally ordered it without the keycaps. I need to separately buy the keycaps.
Five-sided dice have made the keycaps that we thought of that represent the magnetic waves of the Earth. And you can see the yellow here, it's from the Take Control theme on our 6HE keyboards. And this was also specifically made for a 6HE keyboard to match the strap. We also added the fonts here on the front of the keycaps so you can still see what the heck you're typing, which is very important for everybody because when we just started the keycap set, this was actually during the 6HE Founders Campaign. And in that campaign, we said, okay, if we're gonna reach this stretch goal, we're gonna start developing this. We continued again, because we said, okay, this is what we're gonna ship. Where we started, basically, was here. Now, this is a big difference between where we started and where we are. So when we made the first version, the yellow wasn't the right yellow, it was not matching the strap, and it's more of an orange instead of yellow. And we also posted the renders of the keycaps that time to show, hey, this is what we're planning to make with take control text, with this theme, give us feedback. And we got a lot of positive feedback, but we also heard you guys say, we don't like the take control text on the spacebar. And we also heard you say, we want to have some kind of characters on the keycaps, otherwise we don't know what we're typing.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what we did. We removed the take control keycaps, we added the characters on the front of the keycap so it's still stealthy, you don't see it. And we actually got our yellow to match with our take control stuff. And that's how we got to our 5-sided dice have made take control keycaps. And I don't know what to do at the end. Peace.
Bruh. Fridge. What the front fridge? Bruh. No. This is not good. Bruh. I don't know which one I need to order. Ooh. Oh wait, I picked ISO split. Young son. ISO split only comes without the keycaps. ANSI split. ANSI. ANSI split. ISO. Ooh. What the fridge? Bruh. Ah. Okay. Heh. Damn. Okay. I was really excited for my keyboard, but back, baby. Sorry about that. My keyboard arrived without the keycap, so I had to order some keycaps. Exit this. Exit and then hop on a game on the finals. Finals. Finlidios. So made a word, man. Just made up a word. I just made up a word. loaded, yeah. Practice range, baby. Let's fudging go. Beep. Why is it loading forever? Little concern. On. What a shame. Loved. Please. Please love. Server time. No. Never fair. I don't like any of these skins other than this one. Ugly. Ugly. Ooh, this is sick. Ooh, I love this one. So, my favorite little kitchen. What the flip? Ah! 1 second. It's probably because of my VPN.